Once upon a time, in fairy tale land, there were some pigs. And the pigs, they stood up and they said, "We are so happy. We built a house the wolf can't blow down." Well, on the other side of the town, there were Little Red and Little Rose talking to their mommy. And the mommy stood up and she said, "Girls, yesterday you did not listen. Today you have to stay here. In your room. You cannot go anywhere." And they said, "We promise, Mommy." And she said, "Okay." And she said, "I'm going to take a nap." Well, while she took a nap, there was a prince. Dun, 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 dun. And there was the prince's friend, the wolf, who was dressed up like a king for a play date. Well, they got their swords because the prince had just built a new barbecue pit and he was roasting marshmallows. He said, "My friend, how was your day yesterday?" And the wolf said, "Awful. I didn't eat anyone." And he said, "I know. Let's trick them. We'll invite them to a party." A party. And so they turned around and put their swords in the air. And they made an announcement. Dun, 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 dun. And they said, "Hear ye, hear ye. Tonight there's a party." Like a prince. And they talked like a very brave prince, and they said there will be cupcakes. Hands out of their face. And there will be corn on the cob. And they said, "Everybody come." Well, sit down. They sat and they waited for everybody to come. The pigs, they said, "Yee-haw! We gotta go." And the wolf and the sisters, they said, "This sounds fun. There's gonna be cupcakes." And Mia said, our mom said no. But Little Red said, "Oh, it's okay. Let's just go." Well, yes, they went. They heard the music. Number one. Dun, 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 dun. And the prince and the king stood up. Stand up. Stand up. And the girls said, "Your Majesty, let's dance." And they all danced. Can you dance to the music? It was such a beautiful waltz that was happening. said, there's no corn on the cob right now. They said, go sit down. And they did. Now, the wolf, come here, wolf, and the prince, they said, our plan is working. And they started to laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Well, all of a sudden, the girls, they made a gasp. And they said, Prince, what big eyes your friend has. And he says, better to hear you with. Prince, what big ears your friend has. And he says, better to hear you with. And then they said, Prince, what big teeth your friend has. And they screamed, ah! But then their mother stands up and says, stop it, everybody. And she comes to the ball, and she puts a spell on the wolf and the prince. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. I freeze you. And they fell to the ground. Fell to the ground. You have to fall to the ground. Excellent. Fell to the ground. Well, she said, girls, go home now. And they went home. And she said, pigs, you need to go home too. This is dangerous. And they went home. And then the godmother, who nobody knew was a godmother, said, and as for you, wolf, and as for you, prince, you will only like vegetables. And so she woke them up. She said, bibbidi bobbidi boo. I wake you. And they woke up. And they said, we're hungry. How about some carrots? And so, from then on, they stood up tall with their swords in the air. Here, I'll do this. Hold your swords. And they made announcements every Saturday night. Over here. Just put your sword in the air. And he said, tonight, and they said it very loudly. We will have salad Sundays, and they invited everybody. Invite everybody. Like a prince. And from that time on, every Sunday was salad Sunday. The whole kingdom came, and they lived happily ever after. The end. Now,